Hey gang, I'm Ty,
Hey, I'm Amy.
and this is Ty and Amy Try Things. And we are still trying the high carb, low fat, low protein, sugarish diet.
Yes.
And so we're gonna give a little update. It's been a couple of weeks, and we did take 1 week off where we ate kind of normal, but clean for the most part, not
Pretty
crazy.
clean. Yeah.
And then last week we were kind of back on it. So let's talk about what the eating plan was, I guess, on the cheat week. I don't know that we really had a plan. It was just kind of eat normal, but don't be stupid.
Right. It was just trying to make good choices. And I will say in our past, we've done a lot with intermittent fasting and with alternate daily fasting. We've done 24s, we've done 48s, we've done 36s on a fairly regular basis.
Yeah.
And so we weren't doing any of that.
Right.
So we were eating.
Yeah, and mixed macros.
Yeah. And we were just trying to make cleanish.
Yeah, so it wasn't like donuts and cookies and the stuff that I really like, but we did maybe go out to eat.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I did
Cheetos.
not have donuts and cookies or Cheetos.
So we went through that week and got to the end of it, and definitely weight was up
Yeah, it was.
for both of us.
Yep.
So whatever losses we had the previous 3 weeks kind of came back, and so then we jumped back into the sugar diet,
Sugar
sugarish
diet this week. Mhm.
And so the plan last week was just to eat the fruits and vegetables that we grow here on the property. So that really came down to cantaloupe,
Yep.
and squash, acorn squash, and potatoes.
Yep.
So that was kind of what we ate at home.
Now we did have bananas too.
Oh, that's true. We did have some bananas, and we did have juice, fruit juice.
And we bought
just
some
from the store.
peaches. So
That's
it was
right.
fruits. It was fruits and vegetables that we grew here.
Fruits and some starches that we grew on our garden. So we did pretty good with that. I think we both had a little bit of cheat days.
We did.
Lunch with my mom one day, and
Yep.
that was Mexican food with chips and salsa. So, not really on point.
Yeah. I
And-
had dinner out, and so there was some meat and different things involved with that.
Yeah. And we did have some wine a couple times too.
yes.
So even though we got back on it, we were not super faithful.
No.
So I would score myself maybe a 70% on commitment or consistency.
I actually think I was. I would say 70. I think I was probably more like 80 because there was really only one and a half meals that I was off.
Okay.
But I did include alcohol a couple of times.
Yeah,
And
so
so
that- yeah.
that's why I'm saying 70.
Yeah.
My food choices were actually pretty good, except for that one dinner and then one
Yeah.
lunch.
I guess I feel like, so I had that one day where I had Mexican food for lunch, and then I had like a turkey club sandwich for dinner.
Yeah.
And a couple days where we had some wine. So
But it's funny because after I made the poor choices, the next day I wanted to do IF. I wanted to do
Yeah.
OMAD. I wanted to say I only want
Right,
to
like
eat
to balance
one meal
out.
today
Yeah.
because of what I had done. And we had a little bit of a discussion because you're
Yeah.
like, no, on this plan, you're
yeah,
supposed
the whole
to
point is eat.
as much as you want to eat.
Right.
So if you're hungry, eat. Go
Yeah.
ahead and eat.
Yeah.
So we kind of had a butting of heads there because I was like, no, I want to undo the damage that I did last night with the excessive eating or
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
alcohol or whatever else was involved.
So how did we turn out last week? At the end of it, how was the trend?
So the trend is still down.
Okay. Yep. Me too.
So yeah. When we looked at the entire trend from the beginning of our starting Ty and Amy Try Things, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. Let's
Until
jump
the
into
end
that.
of now, I'm down about 2 pounds.
Okay. So that's been over 5 weeks, where 1 week was kind of a eat
Lax.
like normal week.
Yep.
Yep. And I'm down about 1 pound.
Okay.
My weekly average is about 1 pound from that when we started. And I don't have a lot to lose, really.
No, exactly.
And I have noticed on our scale, the body fat percentage has been going
The
down as
body
well.
fat has
So
been going down. Yeah.
Sometimes that's more telling than
I was really
than the scale
surprised by
number.
that. I've never seen my body fat this low.
Yeah, that's
And so
interesting.
that's been interesting.
Yeah. So all in all, I think it is working.
Yeah.
It's not terribly difficult. I've said it before, I don't feel food obsessed. Like if I want to eat, I go and eat, and I get some cantaloupe or potatoes or whatever, and I eat till I'm tired of eating it, and then I go and do the rest of my day. And it's not, I don't feel deprived for the most part. I feel
Yeah.
bored. I mean,
Yeah.
I definitely get tired of eating the same old thing.
Yeah.
But
And I
Sorry.
feel sometimes complicated because my life is so much out and on the go. I was just telling him this morning that I've noticed I've been staying in more.
Yeah.
because it's too complicated out to try to find something that is nutritionally appropriate.
Yeah. So there are definitely challenges if you're planning to eat away from the home or be away from the home. But so those are the things we navigate as we just do this thing as normal, free living
Yeah.
humans.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep going
Yep.
and keep monitoring things. My mood has been kind of okay.
Yep.
A little bit less stressed because harvest is about done. So maybe that's why I'm feeling a little
Yeah,
better.
I mean, there's some situational stress that has been alleviated for sure.
And the temperature's cooling down a little bit in Texas,
Yeah.
which is always a nice thing.
We love that.
But we are going to keep trying this high carb thing. Next week, the plan, we're going to do the same thing because we still got a bunch of squash. I've got potatoes that are starting to go bad and cantaloupe that's starting to go bad, and I don't want them to go to waste, so we're going to keep eating those.
Yep.
We'll do that for another week, but we're really going to try and double down and be intentional about, especially the no drinking during the week.
Yep.
And not having as many kind of like little cheats in there.
And I'm increasing my exercise this week as well. That's my intention, is to get a couple more of my midweek runs in. I've already got a class scheduled with my gym tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think another thing that we're learning here is that don't take like a diet break so quickly. We did it after 3 weeks, and you're like, well, we deserve a break. This is a whole lot slower than like what the YouTube gurus make it seem like. Like there's one guy I watched where he was talking about he lost, I don't know, like some crazy amount, 10 pounds or something in a week doing this, and I was like, and he's not like a super big guy.
Yeah.
But that has not been our experience.
No.
Our experience has been more like half a pound to a pound a week, but it's not super difficult.
Right.
And that's with basically eating what we want on the weekends.
Yep.
So it's 4 to 5 days of kind of sticking with this.
Yep.
And then 2 to 3 days where we're a little more lax. So not fast, but relatively straightforward, relatively easy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're going to keep on with that. Also, one little tweak I'm going to start making is I'm going to eat an egg a day.
Oh, okay.
Just because I just feel like it's a good idea to have some of those fats coming in.
Oh, okay.
So, and I feel like an egg's like nature's multivitamin. So
Okay.
I hard boiled some eggs. So a little egg and salt once
Cool.
a day. No big deal. Shouldn't mess things up too bad.
Cool.
Anything else to add?
The only other thing I want to talk about, and you can cut this from the video if you don't want to include it, but I was taking a supplement, collagen.
Oh, yeah. Things to look out for.
Yeah, so I was taking a collagen supplement every morning and was running low. So I said, okay, we need to go buy another one. So we started looking at some of the ingredients on the one that I was taking, and it had
A bunch of amino acids.
amino acids.
Yeah, so the whole point of this thing is protein restriction because that elevates a hormone that's supposed to ramp up your metabolism. And protein, when it gets digested, is broken down into amino acids, which is then absorbed and used by your body. So if you're taking a supplement with amino acids, and it probably didn't make that big of a deal
Probably
because we're just
not.
talking about a couple little scoops of powder. But still,
But
those are things to look at.
Yeah.
If you're taking supplements and you're on some kind of a dietary plan, do the supplements interfere with that in any way?
Yeah, so just something to keep in mind, something to,
Keep in mind.
to look at.
Definitely.
Like, definitely take supplements if they're helping you, but look at the ingredients and
Yeah.
look at the different options.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
my 2 cents.
Perfect. Love it. So we'll be back in another week, let you know how this week goes, and if we continue our trajectory downwards. And I think the plan is we're going to stick with this until we see some significant results before we take a break.
Yep. Yeah. So we both got a number in mind. I've got a number in mind. I don't know if he does, but I have a number in mind. Once I get to that number, then we're going to be, kind of ramping,
Yeah.
giving ourselves just a little breathing room.
Yeah.
Right now I'm at 138. So if you remember, I started at 140. So
And I'm hovering around 159. So I think what will happen, because it's helpful for us to both be doing this at the same time. So if I get down to a low point and I don't want to lose anymore and you are still going, I think what I will probably try and do is stress test the sugar diet theory, and I will like ramp up my calories but stick with that fruit high carb diet. Because what they're saying is that as you eat more, your metabolism actually ramps
Actually
up
increases,
to
right,
match that.
right.
And so I'd be curious to see if that works, because I'm pretty sure most of our weight loss is coming from calorie restriction.
yeah,
I
agree.
don't think it's because of ramped up metabolism. I think
No.
it's because we're just not eating as much.
Yep.
And so I'll be curious if I get down to a point where I feel I'm at my level, and if you're still doing, if I ramp up the sugar, the juice, the fruit, whatever, to really high calories, if the theory pans out.
if that will start flip that switch.
Yeah, or if I just start gaining weight.
Imagine.
So anyway, that's the plan. Thanks for joining us, and we'll update you here in another week or so.
And happy fall.
Yay!
It feels like fall.
It does, until 2 days when it'll be in the 90s again.
It's fine. It's fall.
Cheers.